What's going on, Taurus? How are you doing? Hope you're doing super well. This is the Autistic Mystic, and this is going to be a reading for February 2023. So in this reading, Taurus, we're going to take a look at your overall general energy for February. We're going to take a look at some things you do not see coming. We're also going to get some advice from your angels and spirit guides and much more regarding February 2023. But before we begin this reading, Taurus, as always, I do want to take a moment to let you know that you are very welcome here in this space with me as we go through this reading. And I really do appreciate you in advance for taking the time to check this reading out. Now, if this general reading happens to resonate with you, Taurus, definitely smash that like button. Subscribe down below if you have not already for future updates. That would also be greatly appreciated over here, Taurus. So without further ado, I am going to pull the energy, excuse me, and we'll see what wants to come through for you for February. As always, I would like to thank the angels, the interdimensional beings, and the spirit guides who are overseeing this act of divination for the sign of Taurus. You always get the craziest jumpers, I swear. Look at that. Go rewatch that jumper. That was like some acrobat. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and see what we got here, Taurus. Whew. Okay, Taurus, let's go ahead and start this reading off with some pre-shuffled oracle cards from the universe. What energy do you need to embody for February 2023? The first one you have is Supreme Protection. Okay, so you have Green Tarot here. So make sure you protect your energy here. You are protected. First, know that. Cords are being cut, move beyond limitation, and trust. So for a lot of you, this is someone, this is you protecting your energy from someone who is no longer making you happy, not giving away your heart to someone who's going to hurt you is what I'm getting very clearly. Or for some of you, it's like admitting some sort of incompatibility, but we're going to have to see as we go along. You also have Paul the Venetian experiencing grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration are coming to you, Taurus. And I talked about you becoming some sort of authority figure in your 2023 predictions reading. Just came to me that happened, and now this is here. There's definitely something about you you got to up it a little bit when it comes to you and your gifts, because for a lot of you, what I'm getting is like because of your own, I'm not going to say your own insecurity, but something is preventing you from just like letting it rip with your own gifts, and you're kind of being a little bit tentative with that. And there's something about like you stepping into authority, like knowing that you are a chosen one. But you in order to be a chosen one, you must first have to choose yourself. Because there's something about in private, you know who you really are. But when it comes to actually sharing a gift that you have, it could be a spiritual gift. It could be a gift of some sort of financial healer. However you heal people, whatever is like golden within you, you need to shine that, because you're actually depriving a lot of people at this time because of, there could be many factors that are coming into play are why you're not stepping it up on some sort of leadership level. Could go back to childhood, self-worth, whatever. Speaking of childhood, we have Mother Healing, Mother Mary, Love and Peace here. Let go of the need to be right and choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. So there could be some sort of mother wound. Something could be going on with your physical mother. For a lot of you, though, this could have to do with your own children, by the way. If you're a mother, some sort of thing about that we're going to have to see as we go through the reading, Taurus. So let's start this reading off with your opportunity. The opportunity is the Justice card here, Taurus. Okay, so I feel you are protected. There is an opportunity here for you to know that everything is working out in your favor, and you are protected when it comes to being hurt. This could even be being like physically hurt in the physical realm. Like if you're worried about that for whatever reason, for whatever you got going on in your life, like you are protected. You're also like legally protected for February. If you're worried about a court case or if you're worried about something, I feel like you have to know that balancing forces and karma, like karma's on your side, Taurus, as well. Okay, so just be aware of that. I do feel for a lot of you, there's some sort of swing. Excuse me. Okay, so your challenge, Taurus, is the Six of Wands. This is your challenge, and this definitely has to do with your public image. I'm getting with you stepping up to be an authority figure. The Six of Wands here, there's a bunch of things coming through. There is something about like people could be jealous of you, and so they try to keep you down, or something along those lines, Taurus. Okay, because the Justice card in your opportunity, and then the Six of Wands in your challenge. It could be something about like success is ripe for you. Success is right there for the taking, but you could have some sort of success barrier. There could be something here that like a certain part of yourself says, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that thing where I really step up because then I'm going to get hurt. And it could actually just not be true at all. So look at how your pain is holding you back from moving forward in your own life. Okay, Taurus. So we're going to also, this also could have to do with an interpersonal relationship. We're going to have to see. Protect your energy as well. I do feel like there's people who are jealous of your natural ability. Like, I'm also getting that you're very talented, but some of you are very lazy. You're very and this is not for all of you. If you're not lazy, you're going to know who you are. But for a lot of you, you're very talented. But like, I've even seen this, like most talented people that I see, they're like all lazy because they're like, God's given me this gift. I have it. And so, but then it's like, it comes with like an entitlement. I don't know. There's something about that, Taurus. You might want to look at it. All right. So we go to your overall general energy here. I definitely see you retreating into yourself this month. You have the Hermit card. You have the Five of Cups, and you also have the Chariot. It's almost like taking 2 steps back so that you can then propel yourself forward. I really see you reflecting about something in your life, something that could be making you sad. We're going to have to see what it's about. But then you have the Chariot here, which is about your own willpower. There is something about you snapping out of playing it small, you using your willpower as a vehicle to go where you want to go. Because there is something about like you're protected in the spiritual realm to do what you want to do with your life. You just really have to get out of your own way, if that makes any sense. I hope it does as we get through this reading more. Now, when it comes to when it comes to what you don't see coming, for a lot of you, this has to do with like admitting that someone around you is just being selfish a little bit, or someone's incapable of meeting your needs. You have the Nine of Cups, you have the Emperor, and you also have the Seven of Swords here, Taurus, when it comes to what you don't see coming. Okay, so with what you don't see coming, there is something about you being in control of your own reality and feeling good. The Nine of Cups, you being on your own, like being good by yourself, even if it's for a period of time, I do get that. But with the Seven of Swords, like marching right into the Emperor here, and it is something about mother wounding. For those of you who are a male Taurus watching this, there's something about your mother may have demasculated you when you were younger, and now it's spilling over to your adult life. If you are a mother, there's something about be careful not to demasculate your son. Make sure that like you don't show them, like, because I feel like a lot of you have dealt with like negative toxic masculinity. There's something about like in some sort of way you're dealing with toxic masculinity. It's going to come in different ways for a lot of you. Some of you have been demasculinized or you're making evil out of that. But we need each other. Like I would say, like, men are not superior to women. Women are not superior to men. Without each other, we wouldn't exist, right? So there's something about that, like viewing it as neutral instead of like letting, I don't know, right? And because a lot of you don't want to play some sort of power game as well, because maybe some of you are fed up with the idea of like you just want to, I don't know. When it comes to your advice, you have the Death card, the Five of Wands, and also the Page of Pentacles here, Taurus, in your advice from Spirit. So if anything is playing games with you, if anyone's playing games with your heart, this is someone that you're connected to that's not really committed to you. They could be keeping their options open. I do feel like there's an opportunity to terminate that relationship, or to terminate the way that energy goes in your life. Now, you also have the Page of Pentacles here. I see you getting started on this. Share your gifts with grace, and your advice is to get that going. Okay, you may not even know where to start, but the Page of Pentacles is someone who's willing to do the dirty work. All right. Are you willing to do the dirty work to get where you want to go is my question. A way that this can manifest is like, I always knew that I wanted to be a big spiritual YouTuber. So the first thing I did is when I had like no status, I had no anything, and I was like 20, I became an assistant. I was an assistant to a big time spiritual YouTuber for about a year. That year was quite miserable because I was doing a lot of dirty work, but in the end of the day, it helped me grow as a being and learn what it takes to make it to where I wanted to go. So there's something about that, like, don't be afraid, like, because a lot of you know that you're inwardly like the master. You have this golden reality about your gifts, about whatever it is that you're good at or whatever it is you value. But in order to be the master, you must first be the student. So I don't know, there's something about that, Taurus. Like, don't let pride get in the way of that or something, because yeah. And all right, I don't know why. Okay, Taurus, let's go ahead and see what the Justice card is here as your opportunity for February. Why is the Justice card your opportunity, Taurus? Let's go ahead and see. The Justice card is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles and also the 7 of Pentacles here. So I feel like this is like you needing to do what's right for you, okay? It's interesting. These are all to do with the Earth realm, right? So something that you've invested in, you are going to receive the benefits of that. That's your opportunity to know that, like, all the work that you've been putting in towards something, you are going to receive the fruits of that labor. But in order to do that, there's some sort of internal shift that has to happen when it comes to you, like, I don't know, I think a lot of you are making an enemy about someone. Like, okay, like, let's say, like, you see whatever it is that you do, don't talk crap about the people who are, like, killing it, because then that energy sticks with you. What you push outside of yourself, you attach to. This is, I swear to God, Taurus, like, you can apply this to anything in your life, even love. You're talking crap. Oh, this person's bad. This person's bad. Oh, you're talking about your career. This person who is killing it, they're bad. If you talk that way, you're going to attach yourself to that energy. And a big lesson that I had to learn, to give you a concrete example of what I'm talking about, is for the longest time when I was trying to grow on YouTube, I would look at my competition and I would literally rip them apart. I would be like, this person sucks because of this reason. This person is horrible because of this reason. Look at that. They're faking this. They're horrible. They're doing it this wrong way. And I was wondering why I wasn't growing. Then what I do now is I basically just look at the positive about everyone. If even someone who's my own competition, how are they amazing? What are their benefits? Because what you pay attention to is what you get more of. Where attention goes, energy flows. So there's something about, where's your attention? Attention creates this reality. You can either focus on the negative side of power and how you're going to get your career going, or how you're going to shift your love life. Every man is bad. Every woman is bad. Every person who's killing it in my career is bad. Don't do that. How are they good? I'm telling you. There's something about that, okay, Taurus? Let's see why the 6 of Wands is here in your challenge. It's like the people who, like, it's like there's even people who are aspiring spiritual leaders, because there's something about you being a very gifted spiritual person. Even if you're not spiritual, it's some sort of way you're gifted. Like, for those of people that, like, look at me even and they hate on it and they're like, well, like, look what the autistic mystic is doing. Like, he's there's many reasons you could say, oh, I don't like him. And you have the right to do that. But all I'm telling you is, like, the people who are inspired by success will get more success. The people who hate on it and shell up, envious, jealousy, insecurity, victim mentality, they're not going to get anywhere, right? So there's something about success through osmosis as well. Why is this one more? Why is the 6 of Wands here? Okay, the 6 of Wands is clarified by the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Judgment card, and the 2 of Cups here, Taurus. So for a lot of you, this does definitely have to do with a new beginning in your love life. some of you could feel like someone got a victory over you recently where they like lied to you and they think that they're just like riding off into the sunset and laughing. That's where you want to disconnect your energy from it. You want to have some sort of realization. The Judgment card is about a major shift in consciousness, and the Knight of Pentacles is also about slow-moving energy. It's interesting, you have the Page of Pentacles in your advice, you have the Nine of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles, so the Justice card. So a lot of you, this does have to do with your career. This has to do with a shift in your consciousness about the way that you view victory and failure when it comes to your career, because like there's something that I'm just getting like you're unaware of how it's holding you back, and it's going to manifest differently. I'm not saying that I have the secret key for all of you, but I'm saying that I have the key to a vibrational reality that's going on where there's some sort of way that you're relating to successful people. Are you saying money is evil? Money is bad. People who are successful on YouTube are bad. Not obviously not all of you, but some of you it's almost even subconscious. So if you have so that's just like, there's something about that, right? So just be aware of that. All right, now let's go ahead and see why the Hermit is here for you and your overall general energy, Taurus, for February. Why is the Hermit card here in your overall general energy? Yeah, the Hermit's clarified by the Temperance card, the Nine of Wands, the Page of Swords, and also the Seven of Wands here, Taurus. So for a lot of you, this has to do with a relationship, you disconnecting from it, you admitting some sort of incompatibility in the relationship, and putting up a boundary and understanding like, okay, like this is just not going to work, so let's go ahead and move on to something else. That's why the Death card is here. The Death card is here in your advice as well. Okay, so just be aware of that, like some sort of thing is not going right for you in a relationship. And by the way, for some of you, this whole thing about your career and your success is somehow intimately tied to someone around you. Like if you're like what could be happening here for a lot of you is like you're telling someone your dreams and they like laugh at you or they like chuckle, right? You're like, hey, I want to be the best painter ever. And they're like, yeah, well, I just watched Netflix, so good luck. And it's just like, you need to get that out. You need to like, Taurus, you'll go as far as the people that you talk to for no reason. And some of that's even your intimate relationship. Like this is something about people not believing in you, and then that translates into you not believing in yourself. And so there's just, I don't know what the hell this is about, but it's pretty deep here, is what I'm getting. See why the Seven of Swords is here and what you don't see coming? Why is the Seven of Swords here and what you don't see coming, Taurus? Let's go ahead and see. There is a theme of toxic masculinity. Like, Seven of Swords is clarified by the Hanged Man, the Eight of Pentacles, and also the Tower when it comes to what you don't see coming here, Taurus. The Hanged Man, looking at something from a different perspective for sure. You have the Judgment card in your challenge, so it may be hard for you to have some sort of, for you to surrender to some sort of thing that either someone is doing to you, right? They're talking smack about your career. They're energetically incompatible with you. You have a hard time surrendering to that and then like letting it go. But because the Eight of Pentacles is here, that has to do with productivity. There's a big theme of your work and sharing your gifts with the world. Anything that's preventing you from really taking it to the next level, from upping it when it comes to you sharing your gifts. Once again, there's a bit of a juxtaposition between your gifts when you're on your own versus somehow bringing that out into the world successfully. And for a lot of you, you just need to cut people out who don't believe in you. For a lot of you, though, this does have to do with love, where someone may have, you need to stop working on something with someone. Like if however someone is showing up, you need to take that at face value. And that may be very upsetting to you. And I'm sorry, I actually apologize I didn't say this in the beginning. But for those of you dealing with that incompatible love situation in February, what I'm getting is you believing in their potential rather than what they're showing you now. And if you do that, I'm sorry, usually that's a recipe for disaster. At the same time, some of the best love stories ever are when you believe in someone when they're down, right? How do you invest in people in this reality? Believe in them when they have nothing. Believe in them when no one else does. If you're dating a guy and he says, I'm going to be this champion, and no one believes him and you're the one to support him, well, when he does become the champion, you best believe like that's going to be worth all the pain that you went through with the person. But if I'm going to be honest with you, 90% of people will never be the champion, even if they're telling you you are. And you have to use your intuition, like, is this person just talking smack, or are their problems so deep that I must entangle myself from them, or else their problems are going to become your problems? As well, someone's secretly jealous of you in your career. Someone is secretly jealous of a gift that you have. The Six of Wands and your challenge to the Judgment, the Knight of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, and the Two of Cups. I've been getting this message for you for so long that some of you are not aware of how some sort of love relationship, this very well could be your mother, by the way. This very well could be your mother. With Mother Mary, mother healing is possible at this time. Someone that you're close to, for a lot of you it is love. Someone that you have emotions with is blocking your success in your career in a very weird way. And because you're so loyal as a Taurus, you may not, I don't know, Taurus. It's just like, all right, let's go ahead and see why the Death card is here in your advice. Why is the Death card here in your advice, Taurus, for February? You're also just against yourself, you know what I mean? Like, there is no competition other than yourself unless you let people get in your head. One more. Why is the Death card here? The Death card is clarified by the Death card, the Empress, and also the Five of Pentacles here, Taurus. So I feel like this is raising your standards and betting on yourself above all anything else. Clearly, there's something in your life that needs to end. Something needs to come to an end here. And you have the Five of Pentacles, and you also have the Empress. This is a frequency of rags to riches. Some of you have a destiny to go from a rags to riches story, by the way. And but there's something that you need to change in order to make that happen, right? Like, these are two different lifelines, the Five of Pentacles versus the Empress. But because you have the Five of Wands here with the Page of Pentacles in your advice, I really feel like there's something about, like, just getting it going when it comes to the gifts that you have to share to the world. Some of you may have to put love on the back burner because, part of the reason I'm single right now is because I know that I'm not going to be the best boyfriend right now. It's like I don't have any children right now. I'm not going to be the best father. I'm not going to be the best boyfriend because I have too much going on with my purpose and with what I'm meant to do. With that maybe that will come eventually, but there's always a period of time where maybe you have to go alone and you just focus on that. But because you're Taurus and you need people and blah, 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 I don't know. So with that being said, Taurus, share your gifts with grace and don't be afraid to do the dirty work here. And don't be afraid to really do the self-analysis in your life when it comes to getting what you want. So with that being said, I'm going to conclude this reading. I hope that you enjoy it. It's going to be a very introspective month for you where a lot of downloads come, so make sure you're open to it.